It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to the University of York's online graduation ceremony. My name is Yoonjung Kim, and I am an interactive media graduate. I don't think any of us imagined we would be graduating like this, but wherever you are, in whichever time zone, I want to congratulate each and every one of you. By the time our graduation ceremony is happening, I will have finished my mandatory 2-week quarantine in Korea before I can see my grandparents in person. What a strange time we live in, right? And now they expect us to graduate in this economy? All jokes aside, this pandemic has affected us in a myriad of different ways, and we all have had to make huge adjustments to our lives. I think it is easy to forget that we are all in this together and that these struggles are universal. Our trials and tribulations may feel so personal that it is easy to feel incredibly lonely in these times. But I want to take this moment to remind you and myself that we will get through this and we will get through it together. Remember those nights finishing a 48-hour exam or pulling all-nighters into computer labs trying to get that last piece of code to work? I remember the endless cups of coffees, watching the sunrise from the library, trying to write the perfect conclusion to my paper, and when something went wrong, it all almost felt like the end of the world. But I forced myself to continue grumbling with my course mates, wallowing in our miseries together. We would eventually just push through, submit our work, and pray for the best. A couple weeks later, our marks would come out and we'd all breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, I did better than I thought. Sometimes it's really hard to believe in ourselves, whether it's the day before an exam or as you submit your essay, you definitely should have started weeks ago. It can all feel like the end of the world. We let time pass, and then we realize it was only a minor bump in the road. We learned from each assignment at uni how to improve on the next one. And although it may feel like the end of the world today, remember to breathe. Remember that there are people here to always support you and that we are all in this together. In a way, the world may not expect much from us. The feeling of being an underdog, starting out with disadvantages, frustrations of feeling like we've been dealt the wrong hand, are all valid. But the great thing to being an underdog is that people may not expect much from us, but we will push through. We have done it, we have finished and finished strong, and we will continue to beat the odds. Remember, you have your course mates, your lecturers, your friends, your family, and I have special people to thank, and I want to take this time to do so. I want to thank the faculty and staff at Interactive Media, the small underdog course of TFTI, the staff who care so much about their students and who truly go above and beyond to make sure all our needs are met. I want to thank my former supervisor, Jenna, for not being just a teacher, but a mentor and a friend. Supervision meetings are supposed to be 15 minutes long, right? But mine were an hour long. Thank you, Jenna, for always believing in me and teaching me that living in the UK gets easier with time and to invest in a good winter coat. I also want to thank my Korean grandparents for watching this and have no idea what I'm saying in the speech, so I'll say it in Korean. 할아버지, 할머니, 감사합니다. 그리고 사랑해요. If you're lucky enough to be watching this with your family and friends, please give them a hug and thank them. Remind them how much you love them, and if you aren't with your loved ones, text them, call them, or even FaceTime them. In a way, we are blessed to be able to be so connected with our loved ones through technology. Although we are graduating today into uncertain times where the world may not expect much from us, we University of York students can apply what we have learned in university in the real world and push through. We managed to graduate in the middle of a pandemic. We can do anything. Remember that you have a community here that's not just for 3 years, but forever, and then that friendships and connections you have made along the way will be there to guide you. We are the underdogs, the graduating class of 2020 that will beat the odds and prevail. Everything will be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, it's not the end. Thank you.